Me, Grimlock, me, King. And I don't know why Grimlock is the one that decides to cooperate with me on the staying in the frame shot, but whatever. So yeah, this is the first Studio Series Dinobot that came out, and it was a really good start for them. Let me tell you what, because this is absolutely 1984 Grimlock. No light piping, but they did paint his eyes up with a really nice reflective silvery blue color. His head is very nicely done. He can look down, he can look up. You kind of end up mistransforming him and opening up a hole in his chest, but like, it's cool. It's cool. Nice golden paint job. The Autobot logo down there is painted underneath, and then they put like a clear plastic thing on top that's screwed on place from the inside. Yeah, he's got the Dinobot head and he's got the wings, but this is screen accurate. Big old flat spot there. They should have. That's the one thing I'm going to complain about, is that they should have done something more with this. But it's alright. It's alright. We already talked about his head. We have the accessories here. He came with a little wheelie. Very, very minimalistic articulation, just like the other one. He's got a waist, he's got a head, he's got hips, he's got shoulders, but like he's the accessory. He's the one that sits on Dinobot's shoulder and encourages Dinobot onward to go kick butt. We've got his double-barreled blaster here. Do I have double effects? I don't have doubles of the same, but I do have two different ones. So that one will plug on, and that one. Okay, so it's compatible, just my piece itself is having a little issue. That is neat. Articulation. We talked about the head. He's got the same universal style shoulders, and again with the really, this detail is really covered up, but he's got these really cool pistons in underneath his shoulders in there. That's really cool. We got above the elbow swivel. We've got it's a single jointed elbow, but it's enough that you can get the full 90-degree angle going on there. Unfortunately, it does leave you with that ugly gap floaty thing, but that's cool. That's fine. He's got wrist swivel with a really, again, these guys, their joints are all really nice and tight. Waist swivel, yes. His wings can be posed and moved around, but you're really just gonna have them sit down on his back. He's got the universal jointed hips. He's got an above the knee swivel. He doesn't have as big of a knee bend as Sludge did, but it's cool. And the running thing with these guys, if they've got these huge ankle pivots going on, like really, he can get some really nice dynamic poses. Let me get you standing straight up, Mr. King. And let's bring in Fillmore Spider-Man. Let's get the can. We need these guys up here now. And in the Power of the Primes, the Grimlock was a Voyager class, and he was meant to be the core of the combined mode. So, yeah. And of course, the reason why I'm doing these. There we go. Again, you know, they all look really good together. Sludge here definitely has more bulk. He's got the longer neck. He's got a lot more stuff going on. Well, not a lot more stuff, but he's got more plastic in him than the other two guys, which explains why they had the little minifigures and then dropped them as they went along producing the figures. And now, let's transform Grimlock. Again, they all have their own way of transforming. Let's go ahead and take off his accessories. But Grimlock, fortunately, is a little bit of the more easier ones. Then again, he keeps his transformation very close to the G1 original. So we're going to start with folding in the fists, straightening out the arms. Yes. Just bring down the entire chest. Fold down the head. And then, while the chest is dangling free like that, we're going to come back here to the legs. Fold the feet over. Open up the back of the legs. And then we're going to hinge out the tail tips. And using these internal hinges, we're going to fold everything over. Let me bring forward the Dino Mode head. Just get it out of the way for right now. And then peg all those together. And you can see on the inside here that hinge goes down at like a 45-degree angle. Then it hits the robot mode thighs and it lines up against the waist up there. So now we can take the tail and we can close the tail. And of course, we got to repeg everything back together again because it's going to pop itself loose. Then take what was the chest, and that's just going to close down around everything. Yeah. And then we can take, we got these hinges back here that were for kind of posing the wings earlier. Going to use those to swing forward the hinge, the wings, and then we can close up the Dino Mode chest. Some of these joints again are really nice and stiff, so sometimes when you pull on one joint, it pulls other joints with it. And for weapon storage, I believe we're supposed to be able to... I don't remember where to store the gun, so I'm going to stick the gun over there, and I can take wheelie, and if you're so inclined, you can actually kajigger away to peg the leg up here on the side of Grimlock and have wheelie kind of riding Grimlock. But really, the easier way to go is to just go ahead and peg them back into the leg right there, like so. And finally, we have the king. Me, Grimlock, me, king. And he's got his backup cheer buddy on one arm there, and he's got the gun on the other leg over here. Put the gun off to the side here for a little bit, and he's a great representation of the 84 Dinobot. Like, I would have liked some more tech detailing on the chest, and maybe some more on the head, but it's okay. It's okay. They got some nice gold painting up here. Filling in the peg holes would have been nice. Let's go ahead and put him on the other side where there's fewer holes in his body. He's got a bunch of good paint job, a bunch of good gold paint all over. You don't mind that break too much because he is, you know, a dinosaur robot. He's got good same detailing from robot mode and in dinosaur mode. There's not much to say about him. He's got the same articulation from his arms into his legs. He's got these new arms that are ball jointed with nice big old huge range of motion on those. He can break his, he can scratch his, can he scratch his back? He can almost scratch his back. Oh my goodness, the horrors of being a T-Rexosaurus. Comparisons. Here we have him with Film Noir Spider-Man and Soda Can. And Here we can have him with these guys. And Power of the Prime Grimlock. It's cute. On the Power of Prime one, they actually did translucent plastic with gold paint underneath, but then on these guys, they just did flat gold paint. Just, you know, annoying, but hey, it happens. We can bring in the Triceratops, and we can bring in the Brontosaurus. They all look really, really good and mean and intimidating together, and I'm glad that they are giving us these bigger, cooler, more detailed and, you know, updated designs for these cool 84 characters. Grimlock here has been out for easily 3 or 4 years now. No. He's been out for about 2.5, maybe 3 years. He's gone up in price, unfortunately. I'm even noticing he's got cool little molded in detail on the inside of his legs there. That's cool. I'm checking out the inside thigh of a T-Rex. I must be lonely. No, don't look at me that way. If you can find one, I would recommend picking one up loose and enjoying them on your shelf. But like, don't be too surprised when you see them going for like $100 or more on eBay. So yeah. So this has been Colwen with a review of the Studio Series 84 Leader Class Grimlock. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.